Welcome students. Myself, Dr. Shilpa Bosle, Assistant Professor, Tempe College of Arts Science, Miramar. Program Bachelor of Science, Second Year, Subject Botany, Semester 3, Course Code BOS 101, Course Title Floriculture. Title of the unit Nursery Management and Routine Garden Operation. Module name Techniques Pricking and Pinching. Outline Concept of pricking and pinching. Technique of pricking and pinching. Learning outcomes. Explain the concept of pricking and pinching. To improve routine garden operation by pricking and pinching. Coming to introduction, pricking and pinching are two important operations in the garden. Pricking is a process of removal of the plants carefully and transplanting. Pinching is done using the hand and removing the new emerged leaves. When we come to pricking, pricking out is the term given to the operation of transferring the young seedling to another pen or tray. In this picture, you can see the pricked out plants. As soon as the seedlings are sufficiently large to handle, the seedlings are pricked with the help of a pointed stick or a metal label. Here the pricked out plants are removed and the seedlings are pricked at 5 to 7 cm apart in previously prepared hold and the compost around the neck, and the roots of the seedling is firmly removed. In this picture, you can see the freshly prepared soil boxes and the pricked out seedling. This is to be done carefully. Pricking. The compost in this case will be a little richer than the other seed pens. In this picture, you can see the pricking is done in the wooden box. This lady is carefully pricking out or removing the seedling, before transplanting. Here, care should be taken so that the roots are not damaged. The operation ensures healthy growth of the seedling. The whole operation should be carried out with extreme care so that you don't damage the root system. And here, the damage to the stem also should not occur. So root and the stem are important and both should be removed carefully while pricking. Pricking the seedlings in a small nursery pot, that is 7.5 cm, and then transplanted to a permanent bed at 4 to 6 leaf stage. If in this picture you can see the number of leaves, it is almost 4 to 6 leaves. The roots here are removed without damage. Seedlings are along with the compost which comes off intact when the pot is inverted with little jerk if the compost is just sufficiently moist. So here the root system is removed and this is the soil which was pricked out in the process. While inverting the pot, the outcome compost is to be supported with the finger so that the left hand to prevent cracks in the compost. While removing the seedlings, if we support the compost, it becomes very easy to transplant the seedlings. These methods eliminate the chance of mortality in transplanting as the roots are not disturbed here. Next process is pinching or stopping. This is the second operation which is done in the gardening process. The operation of pinching or stopping involves the removal of growing point of shoot along with few leaves. In this picture of pinching, you can see there are 2 to 3 leaves which are removed. The new leaves which comes at the tip of the plant. The main purpose of this operation is to encourage branching. Once you remove the tip of the plant, the main branching is encouraged to produce a bushy growth. The production of flower buds on the branch which is pinched. So once the leaves are pinched, the bushiness is increased of the plant, and also in this process the flower buds are increased. Pinching is done mostly in annuals and herbaceous perennials and hardly required for any flowering trees. Pinching. Pinching is done mostly in annuals and herbaceous plants, and it is required for any flowering trees which increase the branching and flowering in turn. The plants which need pinching includes different flowering plants like chrysanthemum, carnaceous, marigold, which increase the flowering percentage. If you can see this, once the plant is pinched, the flowering is increased. Some plants have the habit of growing very uneven or very unpleasant look. So once it is pinched, it is nicely bushy and nice, which can be very pleasant for the look. Such plants should be pinched when they are still young. So once they are young, the bushiness of the plant is retained, thus causing more branching, more flowering and more fruiting if it is in the fruiting plants. So pinching becomes an important parameter as yield is concerned. Pinching is done at the stage when the plants are young. You can see in this plant, those which are pinched, the flowers have occurred. The pinching is done between 7 and 15 cm in height depending upon their habit of growth. It is often happens that one shoot of the plant starts growing vigorously at the expense of the other. So pinching increases the branching. Pinching or stopping of this strong shoot at the proper stage is likely to encourage the growth of weaker shoots. And also finally sharply the plants is obtained. Pinching is also called as stopping of these strong shoots at a proper stage is likely to encourage the growth of the weaker shoots and also shaping the plants, and then it is obtained once it is grown. Since the shoots pinched are of herbaceous nature, no special tool is required for pinching, and in most cases this is done by finger. So when you are doing pinching, it is just you use your fingers to pinch out the tip of the leaf. Sometimes the help of knife or shaving blade may also be needed if the stem is little harder. Now when we talk about pinching, there are one advantages, that is pinching of the main stem or the side shoot to obtain more bushy plants. Once the plant is bushy, in turn it will increase the flowering of the plant and also fruiting of the plant. So in turn, it will increase the yield of the plant. The disadvantages of pinching. Once the plant is pinched at the tip, virus may also get transmitted. When we use pinching tools like the blade or sharp knife, when the disease may transfer from a normal plant to the healthy one. Disadvantages. Viruses may get transferred through the pinch blade from the diseased plant to the healthy one. So when we use a sharp blade or knife, the disease may transfer to the healthy one. Therefore, as far as possible, pinching should be done by hand to increase the flowering and fruiting of the plant. These are the references. Thank you, students.